Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Chicago Bulls. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. The Warriors are trying to fight their way back to the mountaintop. Draymond Green says we were the hunted for 5 years, and now we're hunting again. That's always a fun position to be in, going after everybody else. I love hunting. That's fun. Guys, back to you.
And I love, David, how he is always hungry for wins in competition. Thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Green is out there with DeRozan. And it's Bradley in at the 5. And for the Warriors, Curry and Poole have the guard spots. Bjelica is out there with Wiggins. And it's Looney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Ball against Curry. Outside, Levine. Bradley sets the pick for Levine. Here he goes. He doesn't hit that one. Wiggins with some nice D. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Ball against Wiggins. Bradley is screen on Wiggins. Here's DeRozan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. DeRozan's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Bulls.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
DeRozan against Bjelica. To the inside. Here's Wiggins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, aggressive move by Wiggins. I mean, with his tools, he should be shooting upwards of 7 free throws a game. I mean, that hasn't always been the case.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Think back to that trade sending Andrew Wiggins to Golden State. I think it was great for his career. A change of scenery was needed for Andrew at that point of his career.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. And the Bulls with possession. DeRozan with it. 17 points in his last outing. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Possessing great size at his position, DeRozan's muscular frame allows him to convert through the contact. And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do and not enough credit for what he does.
Now, here's Poole. D right on him. Nice D from DeRozan.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Poole. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more than you thought you could be.
Now here's Wiggins, following the miss by DeRozan. 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. It's good.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Here's Ball. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Bradley. No good with the layup. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Green against Wiggins. Curry on the wing. There's the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Okay, finding the wide open teammate. Nice job by Wiggins to move the ball with purpose.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Timberwolves. DeRozan with a screen for Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
Zach Levine. He's already won multiple dunk contests. How about another?
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Poole the pass to Wiggins. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Bradley is screen on Curry. Here's DeRozan. And that one, good. DeRozan's got 6. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them the way they were able to take care of their business.
Now here's Wiggins. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota.
Though Wiggins is unselfish, even unassuming at times, he still plays with the score-first mindset.
Curry against Ball. DeRozan with a screen for Ball. Pass to DeRozan, and stolen by Bielitsa. A pull-up, and another basket for Golden State.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
On the pass to Ball. Kicks it to Green. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine with it. Looney on him. And Looney sends it back. Down low, it's Bielitsa. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Bielitsa's got his second basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Poole with the steal. Curry deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Looney. The dish to Wiggins. Pass to Poole. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Golden State.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ball kicks to Levine. Makes it off the glass. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The ball handling Levine has, oh, it's special. Look how he's just showing there how gifted he is at creating for himself.
Now here's Wiggins. He has 6. And Wiggins throws it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
DeRozan against Bielitsa. There's the screen. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Looney. DeRozan with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 8 points.
And the offensive energy of DeRozan won him that shot. He never stops working the floor, looking for those opportunities.
Now here's Curry. Bielitsa finds Curry. They get a hand on it. To the wing on the left. Here's Caruso. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead. Now here's Curry. He has 6. Outside Porter. Outside Curry. Pass to Bielitsa. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. That one good for 2. He's got 8.
Well, inside Curry's quickness, I mean, it makes him a tough cover. It allows him to slip past the defense.
The pass to DeRozan. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He's wrapped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Wiggins outside. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Ball dishes to Levine. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kuminga's come in for Bielitsa. Iguodala comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Moody's checked in for Poole. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Curry. Then for the Bulls, Derek Jones, he's checked in for DeRozan. Brown comes in for Levine. And it's Dosunmu in for Lonzo Ball. Now here's Brown. Jones with the screen on Porter. It's Jones on the wing. Inside. Here's Dosunmu. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors leading by 7. And here is Moody. He kicks to Porter. Knocked away. Here's Payton. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Simonovic. No good on the 3. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. From down low. Iguodala. No good. Bulls trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Dosunmu. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
If the screen's better, that attempt's a lot easier, but he nails it even with the D still up on him.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Shooting 1.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 6-point game. Now, here's Moody. Defense right on him. Lets it go from deep. And it's Iguodala missing. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Dosunmu. There's a good screen. Caruso lays it in without an inch of room around him. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead. Well, every team needs those energy players, Chris, who set the tone defensively. And Alex Caruso is definitely in that mold.
Absolutely. He's disruptive, gets a lot of steals, and he's athletic. I'll give you some highlights, too.
And he recovers it. Now, here's Moody. Guarded close. And again, no good by Golden State. Bulls trail by 4. Now Brown. No points in the game yet for him. And that one, good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Iguodala, the pass to Payton. Back to Iguodala. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Here's Payton. Good on the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's the drive. Dosunmu's shot is off. Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Knocked loose. Screen by Jones. To the paint. Lays it up and banks it in.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we got a lot of game left to play.
Payton outside. Over to the left wing. Kuminga with it. And they pick up 2. Kuminga's got his second bucket of the night. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Look, they came out of the locker room hot, and it got contagious. They've been knocking down jumpers like they were layups in the first half.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
Warriors leading by 6. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. DeRozan out there with Johnson. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Here's Ball, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Johnson outside. That's tipped. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling, whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. And the Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in. That's good from Stephen Curry. Right, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 11. Unloads from 13.
Well, Looney's resiliency has certainly helped him make a name for himself. He just does not give up defensively.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
The Warriors shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Free throw good, Wiggins. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. A 12-point game. Passes it to Levine. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Determination from Levine. I mean, finding his finish despite the contact.
Curry kicks to Wiggins. Over Levine. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Wiggins has got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors. Pass to DeRozan. Levine wide open. Cranes the three-pointer. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and how about the confidence Levine has? I mean, it feels like he can get these shots whenever he wants.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Over Levine. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Ball. Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his 4th year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
Well, he's an all-around player. Lonzo's combination of size and playmaking ability at his position is truly unique.
Curry against Ball. Curry kicks it to Looney. Pass to Toscano. Back to Looney. And he lays it straight in. Looney's got his first bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Green passes to Levine. Poked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wiggins with the block.
Staying engaged defensively, Wiggins has all the tools to be a great defender in this league.
Ball against Curry. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Oh, yeah, it's getting to them. The lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Bradley's checked in for the Bulls.
1 shot.
And you look at how teams defend Curry, Chris. You have to grab and be physical, they say, to slow him down.
Yeah, Kevin, Curry is so difficult to ref. He gets fouled off ball on almost every play. The teams know they can't let him have free movement or he'll hit him with a three. A point guard who can dunk it. Ball is a rarity in more ways than one.
And there's the pass to Poole. Wiggins outside. They set the pick. And the rejection by Bradley. The Warriors making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Golden State. Bulls trail by 9. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You got to admire Curry's competitive nature. He goes at defenders and makes them compromise by fouling.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Pass to DeRozan. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Bielitsa. Here's Toscano. Drills the three-pointer. Toscano's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Outside, Levine. Bradley sets the pick for Levine. Driving the lane. Warriors with the rebound. Wiggins kicks to Poole. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Bulls. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And with his hard-charging style, DeRozan gets himself to the line quite a bit, and it helps that he can finish through contact. And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
That's good from DeRozan.
And guys, DeMar DeRozan has really come into his own on the court. It's been great to see him realize that potential and become the player a lot of guys knew he could be.
Knocks down the three ball. Poole's got 5.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Pass to Levine. Bradley against Bielitsa. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Bradley.
Yeah, wanting to improve his all-around game. I mean, Levine demonstrating how unselfish he is with the great pass.
Now here's Curry. 18 points for him. Here's Toscano. DeRozan defending. It's stolen by Bradley. Ball up top, guarded by Curry. Ball feeling it out a bit. Bradley is screen on Curry. 6 on the shot clock. It's DeRozan with the drive.
Outstanding initiative there from DeRozan, and it's because of that take charge attitude he earns the call there.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Bulls, Jones comes in for Green, and it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 20 points for Stephen Curry.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Levine against Bielitsa. And Levine, here we go. Count the basket. Levine's got 11 points.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
There's the pass to Porter. And Bielitsa kicks to Curry. Off target from three-point range.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Levine dishes to DeRozan. And the lead is down inside single digits. DeRozan's got 7 points for the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
On the wing, Wiggins. Here's Curry with the three. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Levine kicks to Caruso. Dishes to DeRozan. Jones sets the pick for Levine. Nice D from Porter.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Wiggins throws it down.
An incredible night for Wiggins. He's had everything going. And credit his coach for finding creative ways to keep getting him the ball.
Now here's Levine. 11 points in the game. To the inside. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Bradley.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Passes to Porter. And Bielitsa kicks to Curry. Toscano passes to Wiggins. Takes it from 10, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D struggling to keep up.
Jones sets the pick for DeRozan. To the wing right side. Jones, the pass to Bradley. Here's Caruso, guarded by Curry. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. And that one is good. Bradley's got 6 points.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Here's Curry. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Levine. He's got 11. Bradley is screen on Wiggins. And Levine, here we go. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Yeah, well, an explosive drive right there from Levine. It's tough to stop him when he's rolling downhill.
Here's Curry. He takes it in through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Gary Payton comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Chicago with the ball, trailing by 13. Jones with the screen on Curry. Throws it up high, and the rejection by Iguodala. Payton, good. Payton's got 6.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Here's Caruso. 5 points in the game. Pass to Dosunmu. 6 to shoot. Shot from 12. No good off the front iron.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Porter finds Curry inside. Bjelica, good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Dosunmu, the pass to Caruso. Over Bjelica. And again, no good by Chicago. Warriors leading by 17. Outside, Porter. Payton outside. Now, here's Bjelica. 9 points last game. Puts it up from 12, and it's Golden State with another.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Curry kicks to Payton. Bjelica sets the pick for Payton. 2 points, that one goes. 8 points for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the two guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half.
Well, the guys on the wings are putting on the show, each one doing so much for his team, incredible versatility and talent, and this is what it's all about. Watch the two guys of this caliber go at it.
And now turning our attention to this game, we have seen a very confident performance for the Warriors.
They score very effectively. With the exceptional ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out to a huge lead.
And that's our halftime show, thanks to the Big Diesel.
Well, thank you, Gomer Powell.
Well, does that make me the sergeant? I got to get the order around here, Ernie.
Shaq, where were you going with Gomer Pyle?
I don't know, Ernie. Is that a good accent or not? Probably not.
Shazam, Shazam!
That's a good one.
Never a dull moment, folks. We'll see you later.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Curry has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Warriors leading by 21. Curry and Poole have the guard spots. Looney out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Looney. And here is Poole. 5 points in the game, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Poole's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Warriors. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Levine. He's got 13.
You see the screen and roll plenty in today's game. Levine, he's so solid at using it to his advantage.
And Kevin, you tend to forget this about Levine. He's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 5. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Plenty of style from Wiggins there, showing off his athletic ability.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach LaVine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
Now, here's Poole. Guarded by Levine. It's Curry outside. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Now here's Levine. He's guarded closely. Off target from outside. Warriors leading by 21. Pass to Curry. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. On the wing, Wiggins. DeRozan defending. Wiggins kicks to Bjelica. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Wiggins. He's got 21. Bjelica, screen on Green. He gets that one. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
Tough hoop by Wiggins. I don't know if he makes that one his first couple of years in this league.
Now the feed to Green. And Green slams it in.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Curry against Bradley. They double-team Curry. It's Bjelica. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's DeRozan. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Warriors leading by 23. Bielitsa with it. Now Green defending. And Bielitsa kicks to Curry. Over in the corner, Poole. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Ball dishes to Levine. To the paint. Bradley with the ball. Looney on him. Up and in on the layup. Bradley's got 8 points.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Poole the pass to Looney. On the wing, Wiggins. Down low. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. DeRozan's got 19 points.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Curry with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Warriors with some changes. Kuminga comes in for Bielitsa. Moody subbed in for Curry. And the Bulls making a change also. Johnson, he's checked in for Bradley. Now, here's Poole. 7 points in the game. And the shot goes in. Bulls trail by 21. Outside, Levine. Drives to the hoop. Here's Johnson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And the shot goes down. 6 points for Jonathan Kuminga. Bulls have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Levine sets the screen for Ball. Outside, Levine. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors leading by 21. Here's Poole. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Johnson up top. He dishes it to Ball. From the stripe. That one doesn't go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Looney. Wiggins outside. Here's Kuminga. It's good. Kuminga's got 8 points.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Johnson outside. Kicks to Levine. Over Moody. And again, no good by Chicago.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Kuminga. Chicago grabs the miss. Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. Ball dishes to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Over Moody. And the Bulls with another miss.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Wiggins kicks to Kuminga. Now, here's Moody. Guarded by Levine. Clock is at 3. For 3. Not going to go that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. DeRozan passes the ball. The dish now to Levine. To end the drought. Over Wiggins. Bank shot. No good.
It's been a struggle for him this quarter, but he's not losing confidence. I mean, he keeps firing. Give him credit for that.
Kuminga kicks to Poole. To the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, just from the eye test, Kuminga's built like a guy who's in his late 20s.
And physically, he's got some LeBron James to him. Great natural strength, fast, explosive off the floor. When he puts his head down and goes to the bucket, he can be unstoppable.
2.
That free throw good from Kuminga. Some changes for Golden State. Porter's checked in for Andrew Wiggins, and Gary Payton has subbed in for Jordan Poole. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Warriors, number 1.
The way these guys move the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Kevon Looney. He's perfect from the line this time. Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. To the inside. Porter passes to Kuminga. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Kuminga's got 12 in the game.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Now here's Payton. 8 points for him. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Shooting 1.
Free throw off from Payton.
And after 1 year at UNLV, Derrick Jones Jr. going pro back in 2016, he's gone from an undrafted project to a dunk contest champion.
Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
The pass to Kuminga. It's stolen. Now here's Dosunmu. He's got 5. Takes it inside. The kick out to Brown. Nice D from Porter. Derrick Jones Jr., Greg, as we know, is a high flyer. In fact, he is a frequent flyer.
Yeah, I mean, all the physical tools you look for in a wing player, Kevin, tremendous length and athleticism, and he continues to develop his skill set and capitalize on those gifts.
And Chicago has possession. The Warriors making the shot. And the Warriors making a change here. Toscano's checked in. Brown against Porter. Here's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. Good D by Payton.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now, here's Moody. Not a lot of room. And it's good. 2 points.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
And here is Dosunmu. 56 seconds left in the third. Here's Jones. Ripped away. Now, here's Moody. Defense is right there. There's a screen. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That is his first foul of the game.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
Curry's checked in for Moody. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Passes it to Caruso. He kicks it to Brown. Here's Dosunmu. And that one drops for him. Dosunmu's got 4 points this quarter.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They double team Curry. It's Porter outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists in the game. Now here's Dosunmu, covered by Payton. Now here's Dosunmu. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for Chicago right now, we've got Johnson. Troy Brown is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Jones. Iguodala against Brown. Dishes it to Jones. Here's Dosunmu. Misses the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Golden State moving it around. Pass to Toscano. There's the pick. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Launches a three. Chicago grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jones against Payton. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Here's Dosunmu. And it's Iguodala with the rebound.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
It's good. Iguodala's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors.
Oh, the rugged physicality Iguodala brings to the game is special. What a performer this guy is.
Now, here's Dosunmu, covered by Payton. And here is Dosumu. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Count it. Now Iguodala. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. You sometimes hear people say games are called too closely. Are you of the mind that the refs need to let them play?
I'm understanding the mindset that the refs need to understand that we didn't come to watch them, and they need to be consistent on both ends of the floor. That's all guys ever complain about. When you see a guy going up to the ref, he's usually saying, hey, you didn't call that on the other end, or you called that on the other end. So consistency, I mean, these guys are trying to do their job to the best of their ability, but they need to be more consistent.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Kuminga's come in for Golden State. Moody comes in for Toscano Anderson. Matt Thomas, he's checked in for Chicago. That one misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
No good from Payton.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you've got to knock down.
Brown against Payton. Outside Thomas. There's the pick. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Thomas got his first points of the game.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Now the pass to Kuminga. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. A nice shot by Moody.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. Cook, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Well, Chicago has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Thomas kicks to Brown. From deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And, well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment. For the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Right at the free throw line, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Payton's got his 6th rebound on the night. And they double up Payton. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Moody's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D-like, that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
They get the rebound from downtown, and another 3 for Golden State.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
The Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Brown against Payton. Tipped away and stolen by Payton. Drops in the breakaway layup. Into the Bulls, shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Thomas finds Brown. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. Cook, the pass to Brown. Over Payton. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Brown dishes to Thomas. Driving to the basket. To end the run, he takes it up and lays it in. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter. Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Pass to Moody. Over Cook. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Brown with it. You know, Chris, no one wants to see play stop for a coach's challenge, but is that inconvenience outweighed by ensuring it was the right call?
It definitely is, Kevin. We'd rather get the calls right than just be quick. Quality over quickness. That's how I like to think. But, definitely, you don't want those calls all the time. But, yeah, late in the game, you need it. Guys work too hard.
Here's Moody after the Bulls pick up 2. From deep. No good on that one. For Chicago, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Payton against Brown. They set the pick. Inside. Cook, the pass to Johnson. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Pass to Moody. Here's Looney. And there's the drive. Yep, it counts.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. He dishes it to Cook. Outside Thomas. And he banks in the layup. Thomas got 6 here in this quarter.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Going inside. Count that bucket.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Thomas kicks to Brown. The game now requires so much movement. Big men have to cover a lot more ground. We know that. They are on the perimeter, Chris. Does that add some strain physically?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? But it's less bumps and bruises, and which to me was more wear and tear. So I think every case is different. I don't think you can put a blanket statement over that, but you have to have some skill set today. Get out and run and guard in some different positions.
Now, here's Thomas. Brown with it. Now Payton defending. Brown the pass to Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Payton in the corner. And the dunk by Payton.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Pass to Johnson. Brown drives in, and it goes down 2 points.
If the screen's better, that attempt's a lot easier, but he nails it even with the D still up on him.
One shot.
free throw good from Brown. And we talked about this before, Chris, but great to see you inducted at long last into the Naismith Hall of Fame. It is so well-deserved, and all of us are thrilled for you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. It means a lot. Shout out to my parents, my family, and all my teammates. It's a special feeling. You never dream of making it to the Hall of Fame, and I tell you what, it's a surreal feeling right now. Thanks, baby.
A crafty player. I like whenever Bielitsa tries to score and draws the D's attention.
Two shot.
That free throw good from Bielitsa.
When you think of Bielitsa, his shooting comes to mind. He's a solid player who knows his role on his team.
So he gets them both. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Dosunmu, the pass to Johnson. Johnson sends the screen for Brown. Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely. Peyton dishes to Iguodala. The pass to Kuminga. Over Johnson. Drills the baseline jumper. Kuminga's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Now here's Brown. And Jones now atop the key. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. It's deflected.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And guys, what a nice performance it was for Andrew Wiggins.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Now here's Brown. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jones, the pass to Bradley. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Dosunmu. And again, no good by Chicago. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Stephen. People talk about winning games that you're supposed to win. What's the key to doing that?
Just bringing energy. We had to set the tone from the energy standpoint early, especially at home. And we did that. We played great defense. The ball was moving, creating easy shots, and that's when we can kind of build momentum early.
Yeah, you guys rode that wave all the way to the win, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Right now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.